Middle linebackers, especially good ones, are hard to come by in the NFL. Like a guy in the middle that commands the defense, that can blitz, that can cover, that can also get downhill to get the ball carrier when he needs to. They just don't come around very often. Like, you don't find Luke Kuechly's every single day in the draft. Like, it just doesn't happen. However, sometimes there's a guy that slips through that's like really good at all of those, but he's like undersized, he has an injury history, or there's something else going on, like character concerns or something, whatever. Very rarely is it character concerns. But Drake Thomas for the Las Vegas Raiders could be a guy that checks all those boxes, but didn't go drafted this year. That's absolutely right, because Drake Thomas is an absolute stud. I think he could be an absolute defensive gem for the Las Vegas Raiders, and here's why. So it starts out with, you got to look at his background. So a 4-year starter there for the Wolfpack coming up out of North Carolina State. Over the last couple of seasons for the Wolfpack, 32.5 tackles for loss, 200 tackles, 13.5 sacks. That's one thing. When was the last time that we have seen a middle linebacker get after the passer for the Las Vegas Raiders? It's been a little while. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say it's been decades, but it's been a little while. And I think Denzel Perryman, as good as he was, as fun as he was to watch, like, it really wasn't his area of expertise, but Drake Thomas does it very effectively. Anyway, so, and you're probably asking yourself, well, Colton, if he's good at going to get the ball carrier, if he's good at blitzing, if he's good at doing all those other things, why didn't he get drafted? Well, he's a little small. Like, unfortunately, that just seems to be the thing with teams these days. Is if a guy's not over like 6 foot, they very rarely take a flyer on him. And yes, if this guy had Jack Campbell size, he probably would have gone day 2, maybe even be a first round draft pick. But it's literally because this man is like 5'10". But I don't care. It doesn't matter. He's got all the heart and hustle and pride. And it's not even like he was that bad in coverage. He was actually pretty good. So last year for North Carolina State, he was targeted 40 times, allowed 34 catches, which isn't great, I'll admit that. Did allow 40 catches, but he did also, was targeted, did allow 34 catches, but it was for only 212 yards. So basically 6 yards a catch just right in front of him, like a little curl route. That's really what we're talking about with this guy. Like, I really feel like there's a lot worse. We have seen a lot worse. So Drake Thomas, and especially when you consider the fact that, over these last couple of years, he only allowed 1 touchdown and had 4 interceptions. So he's not a liability in coverage. He can get down and get to the ball carrier. He can blitz, and I think he's really good in space. And quite honestly, I think for the Raiders with a defense that needs so much help, I mean, I don't think you can be picky. If this guy is, a little on the short side, if he can't necessarily bat a pass down when he puts his arm up, who cares? If corners are doing their job, if the secondary is doing their job, and he's helping you get to the pass rush, or helping you get to the quarterback, and getting a pass rush, I don't see a problem with this guy. In fact, I'm really excited about him. Again, he's not Luke Kuechly, but he's not here to be Luke Kuechly. He's here to be Drake Thomas, and I think he's going to be a fantastic addition to this Raiders defense. At the very least, he's going to be a very good special teamer. Like, he's going to light some dudes up coming down on kickoff, and I'm really excited to see it. And again, for this year, I think you got to pump the brakes a little bit. I know that we were also a little bummed that the Raiders didn't get guys like Ivan Pace Jr. as well as Trenton Simpson, but Drake Thomas could be a very big find for the Raiders as a UDFA in his own right. So I'm excited for him. I think you got to pump the brakes a little bit, but you do have to be excited for the kind of player that they got for that is coming out of Drake Thomas. But let us know what you guys think, and make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all of your guys' support and everything. You guys are all truly awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover. But let us know what you guys think about linebacker Drake Thomas being a defensive gem for the Las Vegas Raiders.